Hello, my name is Olatokunbo Ige, board member of the Africa Business Angels Network and coordinator of the Togo Business Angels Network, TogoBan. I'm excited to be a member of ABAN because this network gives us an opportunity to meet up with other business angels, share experiences. Even sometimes we get to investing across borders. You know, the whole notion of business angeling in Africa is pretty young, it's evolving, it's growing at a very important rate, yes. But you see, it's so good that we have the network because the network helps us to hold each other's hands to be able to have a stronger presence on the continent with what we would call local capital. ABN's role in shaping Africa's innovation ecosystem is critical and important, especially in the sense that traditional funders, banks, VCs are not willing to take the risks of funding, of giving support to young people who have crazy ideas, as some of them tend to be at the point at which they're starting, nor do they have enough patience, both in terms of their mandates and in terms of the manpower to accompany these innovators beyond even the funding, because a lot of them, what they need is more than funding. So through the Business Angels mandate, which is beyond money, we're able to be with them on a longer period. We're able to take the risks with them at the early stage and to make an exit as soon as they reach a level of stability. Local capital is key. It's actually, more than essential if our ecosystems are going to develop on this continent. Early stage investing is, as you know, extremely risky. So foreign investors are not willing to stake their money and their capital on, some young Africans who come up with an innovation. So in order for us to build, a real innovation ecosystem in Africa, we really have to look inwards. We have to look inwards, to our own family offices. We need to look inwards to our own business angels communities and even philanthropy. For me, I would say we really need to develop an African-style blended financing system that will make it easy for us to support our youth. Everybody agrees we're the continent of the future, but that future is actually hinged on our youth. So with more than 60%, 70% of our population being this youth, obviously without local capital, we are not going to be able to give these young people a chance to show what they can do and come up with all the creative ideas that they have. ABAN Congress 2025 is going to be a landmark event because it's probably going to be the first time, at least through our network, that we're going to be bringing together founders, partners, and investors in Africa, and with particular attention on pre-seed funding, early stage funding, and intentional funding as well. For this ABAN 2025 Congress, it's going to be intentionally aimed at finding a way to ensure we can mobilize local capital. Every other type of capital will be welcome, but our focus is on local capital. And I think for me, that's the key to this. One proud moment I had with ABN actually has been in the process of creating the Togo Business Angels Network. It was great to have support online. It was great to go through the training program, but it was even more important to have the CEO physically come to Lome to participate in that process and encourage us through the process, as well as to have the support of our DRC Business Angels Network. Even though it was online, but it was very important, for the Togolese community and for our network as well. One of the things that a lot of people don't know about ABAN is that actually the network is in more than 30 countries on the continent. A lot of people don't know that. So it's important, and I'm sure that this is something that they're going to be surprised about when they come for the ABAN Congress. My call to action for potential angel investors and funders, especially African ones, is that if we won't, who will? Africa is our continent. If we won't build it, who will do it? So please come forward. Let's look at these things together. Let's work together, and let's, push Africa to where we want it to be. We have a desire to make Africa the Africa we want. And if that's the case, we will have to put our best foot forward.